it's Coach Maggie with another Soul Food Sunday. And today I want to talk about the importance of leaving a legacy. We think of, for example, as parents, as grandparents, we think about leaving behind, for example, a will. And so we want to make sure that the next generation, we're blessing them with possessions. Maybe it's land, maybe it's a financial, savings, all these things we want to leave behind. But we don't necessarily think about the legacy that we can leave spiritually or even emotionally. And so I want to tell the story of two families, and this is taken from a book. I came across this and I thought, boy, this is powerful, of the lives of two people, because we often underestimate how important our words are, the things that we do. We have to be intentional. And so often, by just casual comments, cutting remarks, we pass those on to people, and it becomes a cloud over that person that carries into their lives. And then we often repeat the same behavior that we learned. But listen, because this is really important. Again, this is from a book by Al Sanders. It's called Crisis in Morality. And it's comparing the lives of two men. And the first was Max Jukes. And it says he married an ungodly girl, and among them, their descendants were 310 who died as paupers, 150 as criminals, 7 murderers, 100 as drunkards, and more than half of the women were prostitutes. Okay, so think about that. From this couple getting married, they were atheists, didn't believe in God. And you might say, well, that really has nothing to do with it. But does it? The other person that was compared to was Jonathan Edwards. Now, many may be familiar with him. Okay? And Jonathan Edwards, they were born in the same era. He was a well-known preacher, godly man. So he lived at the same time. He married a young girl, and they looked at over almost 1,400 descendants of his. And of those descendants, 13 became college presidents, 65 college professors, 3 U.S. senators, 30 judges, 100 lawyers, 60 physicians, 75 Army and Navy officers, 100 preachers and missionaries, 295 college graduates, and among them were governors of states and ministers of foreign countries. So what made the difference? We have one that was an atheist, one was a preacher. Now you might say, I'm neither of those, but our influence is so powerful. The words we say, the things that we do, what kind of legacy are we leaving? And do you know what? It's the day-to-day decisions we make. And again, how we interact with the people in our lives, particularly our family. You know, Joshua 24, I think it's 15, Joshua really challenged the people. He said, you can either follow the ungodly or you can follow the God of the universe. But he said, and this is often has been quoted, I actually have a plaque in my hallway that says this, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. He said it in words, but it comes out in our actions. What are your actions telling your family members, your friends? What are your actions telling? And again, it also is how we, the things that we do, the habits, where are we spending our money? That tells what we believe, what we think. And so again, today, who do you choose? There's only 2 choices. We either serve God or we don't. And are our actions showing that we serve God? What is the impact that we're leaving on those that will be coming behind us? And in both cases, this carried on for generations. It wasn't just their kids. It was their kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and on down through. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave? So there's some food for thought. So leave me a comment If you're watching this on Facebook, leave me a comment there, like. And if you're watching this on YouTube, consider subscribing so that you will get to hear these each Sunday morning. Come back tomorrow. I do my 5-minute Monday mindset because, as I always say, mindset is so critical. Our minds are our most expensive real estate. So be blessed. Go out and start today. And you know, the beautiful thing is we can always start fresh. So you may say, well, I haven't been doing the things I should have been doing. Well, it's never too late to start. Today's the perfect day. So as always, God bless.